Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. I'm Emma.
And I'm John, and we about a year ago we decided to purchase this property. We moved out here and we wanted to start a homestead. The main problem is that there's no classes on homesteading. There's no college for homesteading, or maybe there is, but we're not going back to college. So we decided, well, how are we going to learn about this? And so we turned to YouTube.
Jessica Sowers from Roots and Refuge says it this way: turn your waiting room into a classroom. And we found ourselves, as our home was being built, while we purchased and sat on the land for a while, being in a very large and seemed like very extensive waiting room.
Yeah.
And so we turned that into a classroom.
And so we wanted to actually say thank you to all of the YouTubers that really influenced us. And one person in particular watched more than the other person, but we wanted to say thank you because you've made a big impact on us. And I have a cheat sheet because I can't remember all the names. But we would like to just go through the list of those. And you had already mentioned Roots and Refuge, but we're going to go through them with the states that they're in even. There's so much information out there, and there's no reason that you can't learn from this.
Right.
No matter the size of the property that you have.
Right.
So whether it's just a backyard in a subdivision or you have acreage, you can learn.
Yes, and you'll find, if you follow these channels, you will find that there's great diversity in the type of homesteading or gardens, the type of property that they have, the type of knowledge that you gain. And something that was challenging for us, especially when it comes to gardening, is when you garden, you will plant things by zone. And we found ourselves challenged to find informational videos that applied to our zone. For example, I can look at someone in Arkansas and learn a lot from them, but when they're planting something in their garden, that might be a month too late for us. So it was really important to us to learn how to do those things by zone.
Right.
And we're really hoping that this will help you to find someone in your area who does the same things that you want to do, that you can learn from them.
Yeah, and we have not learned everything.
No.
And we're still in the basic stage. We're still trying to figure out what grows well.
Yeah, we're 1-year-olds learning to walk.
Yeah, yeah. And we're watching some people that are very mature in their homesteading, but we're going to start to go through this list.
Okay, so
All right?
who do we
So,
have in Arkansas?
Arkansas, first one, Roots and Refuge.
Roots and Refuge. Those of you who have been watching YouTube for a while may be familiar with Jess and Maya Sowers from Roots and Refuge. They have moved from Arkansas, but if you go to previous videos, they're amazing. You guys, the things that they were able to do on their property with animals, especially gardening. In fact, Jessica Sowers actually has her own gardening book, which is fabulous. So very knowledgeable.
So we have Whispering Willow.
Whispering Willow is the new homestead that is taking place on the same property where Roots and Refuge used to have their homestead. So if you're familiar with one and the other one looks oddly familiar, that's why.
Whippoorwill Hollar.
Whippoorwill Hollar. Love Miss Lori. Love Mr. Brown. They do a lot of homesteading. She spends a lot of time in the kitchen. If y'all love to cook, one of these days when I grow up, I'm going to go sit at the table with Miss Lori and just enjoy her cooking.
We have in Missouri, Living Traditions. That's the one that I started watching on, and they're great.
Living Tradition, I can say with all confidence, changed our perspective about homesteading. We started watching them about a year while our property was being built, while our home was being built, and there were a lot of things that we changed our minds on about what we plan on doing based on the things that we learned from Living Traditions.
In Kentucky, there's Stivers.
Stivers. Yes, the Stivers in Kentucky.
Sorry.
They're just the sweetest couple. They have the cutest little kids, and they're fantastic. They actually have a fairly new property themselves that they're homesteading on. They have the petting farm, and now they actually have a B&E, bed and breakfast, something
B&B.
B&B.
Breaking and entering is B&E.
They're not breaking and entering. They have bed and breakfast,
Yeah.
but also gardening and just sweetest people.
In Mississippi, the Deep South Homestead.
Very, very knowledgeable, especially when it comes to gardening.
So now we go to the Holy Grail of homesteading,
Oh my goodness.
North Carolina. Starting off with Art and Bree.
Okay, first of all, if y'all live in North Carolina, you have no excuse. That's all I'm going to say about that.
You know what can grow there.
Oh my God. Oh my word. Oh my word. Seriously. And just the community that's been built there.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Art and Bree, amazing people. And if you've watched them and watched their journey, they have learned to persevere through some struggles.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Justin Rhodes.
Justin Rhodes. What do you say about Justin Rhodes? The man started his own TV channel app. It's the Netflix of homesteaders.
Yeah.
Is Abundance Plus.
Yeah.
Yes, check out Justin Rhodes.
Perma Pasture Farm.
Perma Pasture Farms. The man is passionate about permaculture, and that's Billy and his son William. If you want to learn permaculture, those are the people to do it from. You want to learn about compost, they can teach you how to make some good compost, along with many other things, but
Yes.
definitely.
If you want to learn about tying a knot, the guy's a pro.
Yes.
Sow the Land.
Sow the Land. Love Jason and his wife Lori. They're so sweet, and they are able to accomplish so much. I'm sorry if your name is not Lori. I apologize. I'm pretty sure it's Lori. I know Jason a little bit better. So much that they are able to do on an acre and a half. Again, so inspiring to us because we thought, well, we don't have a very large property, so what can we do on 2.5 acres? They're doing it on an acre and a half. Again, no excuses.
The Fit Farmer.
The Fit Farmer. They live in a
Yurt.
yurt.
A yurt?
A yurt, yes. And they have made a lot of improvements this last year on their property. Goats, chickens, ducks, all the things.
So, next one. The Hollars.
The Hollars. Ben and Megan.
Yes.
Yes, Ben and Meg Hollar. They actually moved to North Carolina from California. If you guys have not seen their journey, you should. Check out their channel. They did a cross country, went through all of the states to look for the perfect place to start a homestead. It is not surprising that they settled in North Carolina.
Yeah. Now we have South Carolina with Roots and Refuge.
Roots and Refuge. Remember Jess and Maya, who used to live in Arkansas? They are now in South Carolina. And if you guys want to be inspired by somebody who is just starting out a homestead, obviously they have experience, but they are just starting out their new homestead in South Carolina.
We have a place that you don't think that you could do a homestead, Arizona. Weed 'em and reap.
Weed 'em and reap. It is amazing what these guys have done in just their backyard. Now, it is a good sized backyard, but it's still just a backyard. They have a garden, they have chickens, they have goats, and you guys, if you haven't seen their channel, the beauty of the structures that they have built, I'm a little bit jealous. Check them out.
Now we have Texas.
Good old Texas.
Yeah. Better Together Life.
Better Together Life. Bo and, I'm sorry, I think Kelly is his wife. They are near Waco, so they're in Central Texas.
Country Living Experience.
Country Living Experience. That would be Eric, and he is in East Texas.
My Texas Yard.
My Texas Yard, also Central Texas.
Scott Head.
Scott Head is close to our neck of the woods. He is in Southeast Texas. He's a little closer to Galveston.
This last one I'm not very familiar with. South County Homestead?
South County Homestead.
Which one's that?
That's us.
Oh, that's right.
We are South County Homestead. And why are we splitting these up by location? Again, when you're looking for what to do in your area, it's like real estate. Location, location, location. It makes a great difference. Scott Head, like I said, he's in our neck of the woods. I can watch what he's planting in his garden and know that it's time for me to plant that in my garden. I can watch Eric, who's just a little bit north of us, on Country Living Experience, and if he's planting something in his fall garden, I know that in a couple of weeks I can put that in my fall garden. So it is very helpful to find people who are homesteading in your area, to find a good community, whether it's live or virtual online community that you can gain information from. And we found YouTube to be an amazing resource.
And we just wanted to thank these people that are investing their life into making these videos, so that we can come in behind and do the videos ourselves, show what we're doing in our yard, because it won't match what everybody else is doing. But for those that live in this area, we'll show you many things that you can do, a lot of things that you probably can't do.
And some things you shouldn't do.
Yeah, yeah. And just, we're going to try this along with everybody else. And hopefully, if God's willing, that it'll be a blessing for everybody.
Yeah, we've learned a lot. We've been blessed by so many people, and we want to take some of the things that we've learned, share them with you. If you are new to homesteading, welcome. Be ready for some hard work, but hopefully you'll also be inspired by the people who've gone before you and who have been encouraged by others. Please feel free to ask questions. Please feel free to leave us your comments. If there's somebody that you're watching on YouTube that is in your area, please share that in the comments, because there's probably someone else in your area who can learn from that person too, and we want to be able to be a resource to them. We're going to learn a lot as we're progressing and moving forward. We're going to make a lot of mistakes. We will not pretend like we are experts on any of this. We are learning. Again, we've only been doing this for about a year, but we love what we do, and we want to share that with those of you who may be interested in doing it as well. And if we can, we will try to be a help to you.
So thank you all for watching.
Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.